Hello everyone and welcome back to our European Journeyman series with Benfica, and we are right at the end of our third season of this series now. I think it's our first season at Benfica. We've already won one competition at the club and we're still in contention for a couple of others as well. We've got the league title race still to come to a conclusion, just 5 games left, 4 points clear. We've also got the Portuguese Cup final, which I am expecting us to win against Fiorense, but the big match today is at home against Arsenal. We were crushed 3-0 at the Emirates, somewhat unfairly I think, and we need to turn it around at home against Arsenal by winning by 4 clear goals to go through. That is going to be incredibly difficult, but we have had incredible turnarounds in this series and other series before it, so I'm hoping we can do the same again today. We are going to use the aggressive away formation, and we've got Jimenez back for this match, which is the main thing. Zed Gomez is going to be there alongside him, with Lincoln actually starting this leg. He's going to be just behind the 2 strikers, and hopefully he can deliver the key passes that will get us the goals. Then we've got Lewis Cook, Horta and Samaris in midfield, with Grimaldo, Arce, Vallejo and Pinheiro in the back 4. It is not our strongest back 4 by quite a way, which is a little bit concerning given that we cannot afford to concede a goal, but we're going to have to go gung-ho and get the goals on the board. Alex Murray in goal, I'm hoping will do a good job, keep the ball out the back of the net and allow us to keep pushing forward and hopefully get the goals that we need. But it's going to be a huge ask against a team as good as Arsenal. But if we can get through this, we will have at least one more episode, possibly one after that as well. So plenty to look forward to. Even if we don't win this, we're still on for a treble. But I would really like to get some more European silverware under our belt. Pinheiro with the throw very early in the game. It's Samaris in a good position, goes for goal. Cech pushes it onto the bar and it hits the bar again before falling into his hands. Not far away there and a good start. Adrian Silva takes a free kick for Arsenal. Now Alexis Sanchez, a danger man. He pushes it out to Zahavi. He sends a cross in. Coquelin has it. There's Ramsey just wide of the post. Grimaldo's throw into Arce. He sends it forward. Jimenez there. Lincoln onto Gomez. Now Lewis Cook finds Samaris. Pinheiro. Bit of time and space. Brings the ball forward. Puts the cross in, but Cech easily claims it. Cech then clears it out. Ramsey sends the ball over the top, and Firmino's got onto it. He's been allowed in on goal. And there is the damage. We now need 5 goals to go through in under an hour. It's just not going to happen. Free kick for Arce, edge of the area. He does find the top corner. We just need 4 more of those to go through. Firmino out wide to Zahavi, and Pinheiro, I think, has headbutted the Arsenal player in the back to give away a penalty. It's going to be Adrian Silva with the penalty, and Murray keeps it out, but it's then just on the line for Silva to tuck home. That's really unlucky for us, but I don't think it would have changed the result of this match at all. Grimaldo taking the ball down the left flank. He finds Lincoln, who's been completely anonymous today, and he's given the ball away as well. Vallejo picks it up again. Now Samaris out wide to Pinheiro, inside to Jimenez. There's Lincoln to Cook. Ball to Samaris. Now Horta. Samaris goes for goal, and he's found the bottom corner as well. It's now 2-2 on the night. Well, there's the full-time whistle. We've held Arsenal to a 2-2 draw at home, but it means that we are out of the Europa League, which is really quite disappointing. It was the toughest draw we could have got, but Arsenal have maybe just shown us what level we're actually at. Despite our runaway success in Portugal, we've got a long way to go to match the biggest teams in Europe, and I think we really need to strengthen in the summer, particularly up front, because we just haven't been good enough in that game. It does now mean that we have to focus on our league and cup competitions. Just 6 games left this season now, regardless of what else happens. So I think for the rest of this episode, we'll focus on winning the Primeira Liga, and then next episode we will do a cup final and end of season review in the same episode, and maybe take a look at our overall sort of transfer business and what we'd like to do in the summer. We'll also know what our transfer budget will be by next episode as well. So if we focus on trying to secure the league, with 4 points clear at the moment with 5 games to go, it's important we keep our very, very good win percentage where it is and see out the rest of this season in style. Well, after getting knocked out of the Europa League by Arsenal, we are at least playing the bottom club in the league. Although when that happened last time, we did lose at home to them. So I'm hoping we can do a bit better now that it's Chavez at the bottom. A win today would help maintain our 4-point lead at the top of the league. Sporting are also playing today, so we'll have to see how they get on. But the main thing for us is getting the victory. I am relying on Jimenez to get the goals up front. He's got Lincoln and Gaetan in support. Kubas, Cook and Thiago Maia are the midfield trio, with RK continuing at left back after scoring a good free kick against Arsenal. Jardel and Mamana are the two central defenders, with Lindelof back in the back four as well, and Alex Murray still in goal. He's established himself as our number one keeper now. Thiago Maia sends the ball over to Mamana. Now Jardel. He sends it in to Kubas. Cook can maybe switch flank. Instead it's Jardel on the ball. Kubas in a better position now. Sends it forward to Lincoln. He uses RK out on the left, who sends it to Cook with a bit of room on the edge of the area. He finds Gaetan, who strikes a crossbar with a really good effort. Nearly half time and it's still 0-0. We've only had one effort on target as Albano gets that ball out, and now there's possibly a counter attack on against us by Chavez. Liquinas takes the ball down the right wing too to aim at in the middle, but he's sent it well over the crossbar. Well, there's a full-time whistle. It's finished 0-0 against Chavez, and we are doing everything we can right now to just throw away our league title. We're now only 2 points clear of Sporting with 4 games left to go. At one point last episode, we had the opportunity to move 12 points clear. It's now just 2 points, this difference, and we are really in danger of throwing this away if we don't pick up our form soon. Well, we now have the biggest match of our league season. At this point, we still have everything in our own hands, but we now have to take on our rivals, Porto, who, if they beat us, will allow Sporting to move top of the league with just 3 games left. And given the way they've been playing this season, I would back them to win all 3 of those games. So this is an absolute must-win match for us. We at least have to draw it. Coming through this without being beaten away from home is going to be difficult, especially given our current form is pretty poor. And the team is not ideally set up either. We're having an awful lot of problems with injuries. We recently lost Lewis Cook as well, who joined Zivkovic on the treatment table, with Lindelof also suspended for this game. I am going to give Michy Batshuayi another chance up front, only because Zé Gomez has been in quite poor form as well, so hopefully Batshuayi can actually find a goal for us. He's never scored for us, Batshuayi. Jimenez is also a little bit off the boil at the moment, so I'm hoping he can get us a goal. Lincoln is again in that advanced playmaker role. Kubas, Horta and Samaris are the midfield trio, with Grimaldo, Jardel, Vallejo and Pinheiro across the back four. Murray in goal as well. It's going to be tough, this match, but we absolutely have to win it to keep our title challenge on track. It's not the end of the world if we do lose, but it becomes completely unlikely that Sporting will drop the points we need them to drop. So we have to keep it in our own hands by getting a win now. Lincoln's corner, sent to the near post. Batshuayi can't get the header, but Samaris has the ball. He finds Vallejo. Ball slip through. Jimenez might get there. He does get there, and Raul Jimenez gets goal number 40 for the season. He's been exceptional for us. Maxi with a long throw into the middle. Murray comes to claim it. Good goalkeeping. We're only 5 minutes into this game still, but it's great that we've managed to get that early lead. Now here's Lincoln as we try to double our advantage. Instead it ricochets and Silva might be through. Ball headed away. Grimaldo with the ball. Sends it down the line. Again cut out by Porto. Now Hadji. Forward to Silva. Ball spread wide to Bruma, who gets inside but can't finish it. Jimenez gives the ball away to Danilo. Now Hadji into Sergio. He sends it back, but Horta cuts out the ball forward, and now Grimaldo's run between 2 Porto players. He's surrounded by 3 of them and does lose the ball eventually. Now Jardel has it. Horta back to Grimaldo to try again. Lincoln on the ball. Horta forward to Batshuayi. He turns the defender, gets in on goal, and Michy Batshuayi has finally scored his first goal for the club in the biggest match of all. 2-0 now we lead Porto away from home. Porto with a free kick, edge of the area. It comes to Lincoln, who drills the ball into the bottom corner for 3-0. Pinheiro brings the ball forward, and then he's tackled, but he's managed to keep the ball. Takes it around another Porto player before finally passing it on to Horta. Now Samaris over to Kubas. Horta playing in a deep role, and he's given the ball away. Tellez getting there first. Herrera, ball ricochets to Sergio. Now Silva. He sends it out wide to Tellez, who puts it in behind for Corona, pulls it back across, and Bruma's hit the post. Murray on the line. Jardel clears the ball away. A lucky escape for us. Corona having a run, goes past the player. Silva into Bruma, in on goal. He finds the bottom corner, and with 25 minutes left, we need to make sure we don't suffer another collapse. Herrera coming forward again for Porto. Now Otavio. Inside to Herrera. Maxi on the ball on the right wing. Puts the cross in, and it's 3-2 with 20 minutes left. Andre Silva with the goal. We do not like making this easy for ourselves whatsoever. Less than 10 minutes left for us to try and secure our league title. Bruma puts the ball forward. Jardel cuts it out. Now Kubas out to Grimaldo. Thiago Maia can't win the header. Perez onto Bruma. He's got two to aim at in the middle. Our defence carved open, but Corona's header is straight at Murray. There's just a few seconds left of this game. It looks like we are going to just about hang on for this win. And there is the full-time whistle. That could be the victory that delivers us the league title. A very good performance despite the late collapse. It moves us 5 points clear. Sporting with a game in hand, but it should be enough given we don't have to play either Sporting or Porto in our last 3 matches. We should be picking up maximum points from those games and finishing the season on 89 points. Well, against Academica Coimbra, we need to keep the pressure up on Sporting. They are 2 points behind us. They play after us. If we win this game, we will move 5 points clear, which will give us a big psychological advantage. We're going to stick with the away formation, given we're away from home. Batshuayi is going to continue after finally managing to score after over 20 games without a goal at the club. Jimenez alongside him, now on 40 goals for the season, with Lincoln just behind the two of them. Kubas, Horta and Samaris are the midfield. Grimaldo, Mamana, Vallejo and Lindelof are the back four, with Murray still in goal. Grimaldo with the throw-in, still early in this game. Kubas puts the ball across. It's fallen to Batshuayi. It's on the line, but the defender has scored an own goal. I think he cracked that one against the post. It's gone into the back of the net, and 4 minutes in, we have the lead. Grimaldo's free kick, sent to the back post, and there's a foul in there from Benegas. We've got a penalty. It's going to be Raul Jimenez to take this penalty. He steps up and he cracks it into the top corner for 2-0. Now Stanko has fouled Lincoln. He's being called over by the referee, but I think he's going to avoid a second yellow card, but that will be something to watch. Lincoln over to Samaris. He's got man free on the right. It's Kubas to Lincoln again. Now Grimaldo's free on the left. He puts a cross in. It's cleared away. Kubas still with it. Finds Lindelof. He's got 3 to aim at in the middle, but he's given the ball away there, just completely leaving it behind him. There's Vallejo stepping ahead of the striker. Kubas over to Grimaldo. He's looking to take the ball down the left flank. Trying to beat the defender, and does beat him. Pulls it into Kubas again, who is fouled by Stanko. I said it'd be something to watch. He's being called over by the ref, and there's his second yellow card. Well, we were playing 10 men for the rest of this half. Samaris, middle of the pitch, brings the ball forward. It's come to Lindelof. He finds Kubas. Now Horta. Ball just being held in the middle, but Daff gets a tackle in on Kubas. He should not be giving the ball away there, but he does win it back. Now Lincoln finds Jimenez. Batshuayi tries to shift past the defender, but loses the ball. It's ended up coming to Lindelof. Now Samaris to Horta. Kubas over to Grimaldo. He's charging forward down the left. He's still got the ball as well. He's got 3 to aim at in the middle. Jimenez is there. He sends it back to Grimaldo. Ball into Jimenez again. There's Kubas, edge of the area, who finds the bottom corner for 3-0. Well, there's the full-time whistle. We are one victory closer to the title. If Lisbon slip up, we'd be just 1 point away from winning it. We're now 5 points clear with just 2 games left to play. After our last game, we had Sporting playing another match, and they have failed to win it, drawing that game, which means with 2 games to go, we are 4 points clear. A victory today will hand us the title. Even if we lose, we could win the title tomorrow if Sporting fail to win. So we are in an excellent position to wrap up this league and secure our double in our first season at the club with another cup final still to play. We are playing the best of the rest though. You have the big 3 in Porto, and then in 4th place you've got Vitória de Guimarães, Guimarães, not sure how you pronounce that. And we are using a very strong team. We're using the home formation as well. Jimenez leading the line with Lincoln and Gedson Fernandes alongside him. Horta, Samaris and Thiago Maia are the midfield trio with RK, Jardel, Vallejo and Lindelof in the back 4. Horta's corner sent in and Jardel flicks it on. Vallejo at the back post has given us the lead, and as it stands we are going to be the Portuguese champions. Free kick to be taken by Horta into the middle. Vallejo's header falls to Jardel, who touches it into the back of an empty net. It's the 2 centre backs who combined for the first goal, who've combined again for the second goal. Thiago Maia over to Batista. He sends the ball over the top. Lindelof gets to it, puts it in, and Z Gomez at the near post makes sure of the victory. The title is definitely ours now. Thiago Maia over to Horta. Short free kick. Forward to Batista. He sends it on to Lincoln. Man making a run on his left as Horta sends it to Batista again. He pushes it out wide to Lindelof with a really exaggerated ball, but it's come to Horta in the box, who fires it into the top corner. It's 4-0 and it is becoming an absolute parade to the title. Well, there's just a few seconds left until the title is completely sewn up with a game to go. It's our first league title of this European Journeyman series. It's our 3rd trophy of this series as well. 3 seasons, 3 trophies. There's the full-time whistle, and we've done the double in our first season at Benfica. The treble, domestic treble, is still on as well. A very, very good win from the team. We're now just 2 points behind the Portuguese record for points totals as well, which is held by Benfica currently. If we win our last match of this season, we will secure that points record. Here is the confirmation of that league double. We've managed to retain the Primeira Liga after winning it 4 years in a row. Sporting took it last season. We finished 3rd. This season we stormed back in my first season at the club to win the double. A very, very good performance in front of 62,000 fans, delivering us that title. Well, the final match of this episode and our league season is at home against Nacional. We are the champions of Portugal, but we've still got a points record to chase down. Only a victory today will allow us to beat that points record and set a new total of 89 points. That said, I have still made quite a few changes to the team to give a few youngsters a bit of game time. Edison has come back in goal for Murray for this one, with RK and Pinheiro, the 2 young fullbacks in the team. Thiago Maia and Cubas are joined by Batista in the centre, with Horta and Lincoln playing as the 2 inside forwards, and Zé Gomez is going to start the game up front. Corner from Lincoln, sent to the back stick. Vallejo wins the header, finds Cubas, who finds the back of the net, and 2 minutes in we've already got the lead. There is the full-time whistle. We have managed to win our final league game of the season and set a brand new points total at the top of the league, finishing 4 points clear of Sporting in the end, who definitely had a very good go at the league title, but ultimately we were too powerful, too strong, and we've managed to finish right at the top of the pile, setting a record as the best Portuguese team ever to take on this league, at least in terms of the number of points won. Squad gets a nice payout as a result, record high point status confirmed, both a club record and a league record. Also a new high attendance as well for the league. A very good season overall. Raul Jimenez finishing as the top goal scorer, unsurprisingly, with 27 goals in 31 games. Doing very, very well. But we'll do a full season review in the next episode. Remember, we still have the Taça de Portugal Placar final, which is going to be quite an interesting game. That will allow us to secure us a domestic treble in our first season at the club, which would be quite a nice thing to achieve. So make sure you drop a like on this video if you enjoyed seeing us win our first league title of this series, and subscribe if you want to see how we get on in that cup final. But until next time, see ya.